If you touched your phone within 5 minutes of waking up today, this is already about you. You didn't decide your morning. It was decided for you. Before your feet touched the floor, your mind was already occupied. Notifications, opinions, voices, other people's priorities installed into your head. And by the time your day begins, you are no longer thinking, you are reacting. Pause for a second. How many thoughts you've had today were actually yours? This is not a lack of discipline. This is design. Your attention has been engineered, trained, conditioned, refined, not to serve you, but to keep you engaged, predictable, dependent. And it worked. You reach, you scroll, you check, not because you choose to, but because something in you expects it automatically, like a reflex you never questioned. But here is the part they did not account for. You noticed. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. What follows is not motivation, not inspiration. This is a system, a reconstruction, a methodical, deliberate reclaiming of the only territory that was ever yours, your mind. The Stoics had a word for it, the hegemonikon, the ruling faculty, the part of you that decides. Marcus Aurelius called it the inner citadel, a fortress no external force could breach, unless you opened the gates. And that is exactly what you do. Every morning, every idle moment, every time silence appears, you open the gates, and you let everything in. Outrage, comparison, breaking news designed to trigger you, perfect lives that make yours feel insufficient. Think about yesterday. How many thoughts you had were actually yours? And how many were echoes of something you consumed? Unfiltered input creates a borrowed identity. If you don't choose what enters your mind, someone else already has. Epictetus was a slave. He owned nothing, controlled nothing, except one thing, what he allowed into his mind. And that made him free. You have more freedom than he ever had, and yet less control, because your gates are always open. The first act of sovereignty is simple. Close them. Not forever, not out of fear, but with intention. You decide what enters, when it enters, how much enters. Your attention is not passive. It is a resource. And right now, it is being spent before you even use it. Start tomorrow. 1 hour. No phone. No input. No noise. Not because it is easy, because you are reclaiming the first moments of your consciousness. That is your border. Hold it. Now we go deeper, because even if you close the gate, there is still something inside, a voice. You've heard it your entire life. It tells you they noticed. You said the wrong thing. They're judging you. They're still thinking about it. They are not. People are not thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves, wondering what you think of them. And yet, you replay conversations that nobody else remembers. You analyze expressions. You reconstruct moments. You perform for an audience that does not exist. This is the prison. And here is the truth that breaks it. It's not their opinion that controls you. It's your imagination of their opinion. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much more damage anger and grief do than the things that caused them?" You are not suffering from what happened. You are suffering from what you decided it meant. And those meanings, you learned them from people who were afraid, from people who were wounded, from people who did not understand themselves, and you built your identity out of their noise. Ask yourself, does this person live a life I respect? Do they know me fully? Are they speaking from clarity or from their own pain? If the answer is no, then their opinion is not data. It is noise, and noise does not deserve space in your mind. Evict it.
Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is your freedom. You've heard that before, but you don't use it. Because most of your life, there is no space. Someone ignores your message. Instantly, your mind creates a story. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Instantly, anger. A notification appears. Instantly, you reach. Input, output. No gap, no choice. You have become reactive, predictable, programmable. The Stoics called this the first movement, the automatic reaction. They did not judge it, but they refused to obey it, because they understood something critical. The first reaction is conditioning. The second is identity. Right now, your past is speaking for you. The criticism you received as a child, the rejection you felt years ago, the failure you never processed. It is all still there, running automatically. You are not reacting to now. You are reacting to then. 3 seconds changes this. That's all it takes. Not to suppress, not to fake calm, but to interrupt. To ask one question: is this response mine, or is this an old program? If you don't create space, your past will always speak for you. Practice it once today. One moment, one trigger. Pause. 3 seconds. That is enough. That is the kill switch. Use it.
The mind does not exist in isolation. It is trained by the body. And right now, your body is trained for comfort. Look at your patterns. You wake up and negotiate with your alarm clock. You feel discomfort and reach for distraction. You avoid effort unless it feels good. You say you want discipline, but your environment trains the opposite. Comfort is not harmless. It is conditioning. It teaches you to avoid resistance. And when resistance appears, you collapse. Not because you are weak, because you trained that response. The Stoics practiced voluntary hardship, not to suffer, to recalibrate. Cold, hunger, effort, chosen, not imposed. Because when you choose discomfort, you remove its power over you. A mind that is not afraid of discomfort cannot be controlled. because it does not need constant relief. Start simple. One hard thing every day. Before anything else. Before the phone. Before the negotiation. Cold water. Hard run. Difficult task. It doesn't matter what. What matters is this. You chose it. You did not avoid it. You did not delay it. You did not negotiate with it. And every time you do, you send a message to yourself. I am not controlled by comfort. I decide. You came here as a consumer. You leave with a choice. Not because of what I told you, because of what you recognized. The open gate, the invisible prison, the missing gap, the softened body. You already knew. You just hadn't named it. Now you have. This is not a transformation. It is a direction. A daily decision to govern yourself before something else does. Marcus Aurelius wrote for himself, not for an audience, not for approval, just reminders, daily, relentless, private. That is the work, not the performance, not the announcement, the quiet decision, repeated. Close the gate, leave the prison, find the gap, choose the hard thing, again and again and again. Because what you are building cannot be taken, cannot be influenced, cannot be engineered. An inner citadel, yours, only yours.